Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brews with Brian, Just a Sip. Just a Sip is a bonus podcast where I talk to my buddies and some family about the craft beer world and what makes us love it. And on last bonus episode, I talked to my cousin Jerad, and I'm back with him again. It's good to see you, Jerad.
Oh, hey, how y'all doing?
On last time's episode, we talked about what made us love craft beer from the beginning, what beers started us off on this journey. We talked about straight to ale and some breweries in Huntsville, and I think we need to talk about the rest of them.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of breweries. I think on the last one we talked what was it, Salty? No, we didn't talk about Salty Nut. We talked about straight to ale.
Yeah, Mad Malts,
Green Bus, and Below the Radar. And there's a few more out there we didn't get to talk about, and that was Interspace.
Interspace had a fantastic blueberry milkshake IPA, which is just an IPA. It's got lactose in it and some sugar and stuff, and it was fantastic and a cool setting. I mean, in Huntsville, you had to have something space related.
Oh yeah, it's great atmosphere. I mean, you walked in, they had it set up, and just a terrific spot to have one. I mean, they had a brewery right beside it too, but as far as like the breweries beside each other, now I mean, you get done with one, you go right to the other one. You
right,
two breweries out one time.
Walking distance, and for us, that's perfect. We get to try more beer without having to drive or have somebody drive us. Again, drink responsibly. That's the message of the show. I think Jerad would agree.
Oh yeah, big time. Drink responsibly.
Yellowhammer is another one that's in Huntsville, and it's right next door to Straight to Ale. They're all at Campus 805. It used to be an old school, and now it's a bunch of breweries and some other businesses, and that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I love the concept of how they took like old rundown buildings or buildings that were no longer in use and turned them into breweries. It's like Yellowhammer, which I don't think they did, but like Straight to Ale.
Yeah, Straight to Ale definitely did.
Yeah, they took the gymnasium and changed it into a brewery, and that was like the perfect concept.
Right, and actually at Straight to Ale, there is a speakeasy, like in the 20s and stuff when Prohibition was going on. You can actually move some lockers, and the whole wall moves, and you get to go back into a separate part of the brewery.
Oh yeah, and they also got other things to do up there, like axe throwing and stuff in the rest of the school. But we ain't went and done that. But we're planning on one day going.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna throw some axes. That's for sure.
Not drunk though. We're gonna stay sober for that.
Of course. There's even an axe throwing place right around the corner from Green Bus and Below the Radar.
I forgot the name of it.
It's like Rock Axe City or something like that.
Yeah, Rock Axe City, and the one that is over by Straight to Ale is like Bad Axe Throwing.
Right.
Good name for an axe
throwing
place.
Sort of play on words,
Yeah. But there's some good breweries up there. Interspace, I tried Brian's beer. I didn't really get one there because I didn't, I've never tried another variety. So I was just like, well, I'm gonna take it easy on this one. This was my set out brewery right here, but I still got the stamp and everything. They gave it to me, and I tried Brian's beer, and man, it was scrumptious. I felt like I was in Grandma's kitchen.
Hey, it was fantastic. I mean, it was like a blueberry pie in a glass.
Oh yeah, and then the brewery right beside, Salty Nut, they had I think I got a peanut butter beer.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
I'll have to take your word for it because I can't remember that one.
Yeah, Brian, you got a little toasty on that one, but you got one that was good too. It was a pretty stout one. But that peanut butter one got me pretty good.
From what I've been told, I had a stout there. I don't remember it. I'd have to go back and look on my Untapped app and see for sure. But, again, don't complete the craft beer trail in one day. That's just a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. But the atmosphere in Salty Nut, it was a great atmosphere, kind of like one of these mom and pop bars you would go into. It was just they had a couch. I'm pretty sure they do like karaoke. They had sound system out there and everything, but it was a great atmosphere. Like I said, you have Below the Radar, or what Brian said, you have Below the Radar right beside them. I mean, walking distance, you can throw a rock and hit them.
Right, and like most of these breweries are going to have, like your restaurant style, they're going to have TVs everywhere. It's going to have all the ball games on, whatever season you're in, baseball, football, whatever, it's going to be on TV.
Oh yeah, What I loved about it is I think Yellowhammer, they actually had a stone baked pizza.
Right, yeah, they actually have a pizza place there, which pizza and beer go perfect together.
Oh yeah, any occasion. I mean, there's plenty of times when this man across from me has been out, with like we really don't want to cook nothing.
Right.
So our greatest thing around our area, we have Pizza Hut and Papa John's, but Little Caesars. Little
Hey,
Caesars.
$5 hot and ready. You can't beat that. Yeah, it's not the best pizza in the world, but if you're drinking beer,
Hey,
five,
it's good.
$5 means you can spend more money on some better beer.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's countless times I forgot how many we used to get.
What, 5? At least 5. Depending on how many there were. Now, normally it's not just 2 of us, but one of our other buddies who sadly moved away, and he's going to be on the Just a Sip segment fairly soon. We'll get him on for sure. But we used to have a few buddies over about every weekend.
Oh yeah, we used to do a lot of things, and we play pool. I remember we got a pool table we used to play all night. We had a vinyl record player. Boy, we busted out the vinyl records, just sit back, chill, and talk about life and how things were good, and just shoot the breeze with one another, and we formed a brotherhood over here.
Exactly. I mean, me and Jerad are family, but it's tighter than that, and it has been for a while. Jerad is technically my cousin, but he's more like my brother.
Oh yeah,
and I think Jerad would agree.
Oh yeah, anytime.
But we used to have people over every weekend, and all we do is drink beer, eat pizza, and play pool or darts, or just listen to music and sit out on the porch.
Oh yeah, we've had some good times, and we had some close times too.
Yeah, we had a few times, and we'll get into that when Anthony gets here.
Oh yeah, he's
in a later episode.
He's the wild man of the bunch. Put it that way.
Yeah, he is definitely. And if you're listening, Anthony, we love you.
Oh yeah, we love you big time. You crazy hack Myron.
Right. You are. You're crazy. That's for sure.
But getting back to the breweries, man. I just loved all of it. Another one we didn't really get into is Singing River.
Yeah, Singing River. I mean, that's the hometown one.
I mean, Singing River has got a wonderful, tremendous atmosphere. They have a comedy place right beside of them.
Right. Yeah, they do. I think it's like open mic night just about every week.
Oh yeah. I trust me, when I work up and get enough beer in me, I'm gonna go up there and crack a few jokes.
Well, of course, that's what everybody's there's doing, because they, the brewery's right beside it, so everybody goes and gets, to where they're feeling good and aren't scared to talk in front of people.
But another big shout out is the Taco Mama right across from it.
Oh yeah,
a wonderful place to eat.
Yeah, Taco Mama, fantastic restaurant right next door to Singing River. You could either drink and go there, or you could call in and they bring it to you at Singing River, and it's just fantastic.
But let's see,
it's some of the best food on the planet.
Oh yeah, by no means. I mean, I think I forgot we went and ordered a flat a piece at Singing River.
Yeah, flat.
And Lawn Patrol had just come back, and I remember we got to go. I don't care what I'm doing. And I was working the creek and everything. So as soon as I got off the creek, I was hearing people on the creek saying, "Come on, tsunami's coming!" Rushing them off the creek.
Right.
And trying to get to this bar because I wanted a Lawn Patrol. It's that good.
Yeah, it is, and this year is the first year that I recall that they've actually started selling it in cans.
Oh yeah.
Which we're getting here in October now. We're getting into the months and stuff that that they're not going to make that, because that they're going to start doing their stouts and stuff now. Because you don't want a light beer in the winter. Usually you want something a little darker, a little heavy.
Oh yeah, something that you can mow the yard to, and
right. Yeah, and
during the summertime, Lawn Patrol, but during the wintertime, you got to hibernate like a grizzly bear.
Yeah, of course, and even in the fall, like we are now in October, we're drinking Expedition Stout by Bales Brewing Company out of Comstock, Michigan, as we're recording this, and it's an Imperial Stout, a Russian Imperial Stout, and it's fantastic.
And this is my first time ever trying, and that first sip kind of got me. But after that first sip, it started getting better, and I'm on. I like some of the stuff from Russia, and I mean, got some good stuff.
Well, like I said, this Russian Imperial Stout, not technically from Russia. It's just Russian Imperial Stouts. It was beer that they brewed in England and sent to Russia.
Well, hey, I learn something new every day, man.
That's what I'm here for, man. But this thing's sitting at 10.5%. Of course, Imperial Stout is going to be boozy and dark. It's going to have tones of charred barrel, like whiskey barrels or whatever they're aging it in, and this thing's perfect, man. like for this cooler weather that we're in now, it's gonna be perfect.
Oh yeah, definitely sipping beer. You don't want to drink too much of it.
Oh yeah,
drink once.
I mean, I think last time we talked about Backwoods Bastard from Founders Brewing Company, also out of Michigan, and it's a sipping beer.
Oh yeah, I got a feeling I'm gonna be drinking this again later on, but
oh, definitely. I mean, I encourage everybody listening. If you're curious about a beer, just go try it. I mean, what's the worst? You're gonna blow $10. You'll do that every weekend.
Hey, and if you don't like it, I'm pretty sure you can find a buddy that does.
Of course. Or give it a couple days and try it again.
Yeah.
Because more than likely you're going to get 6 bottles. Try it for 6 weeks. If you don't like it that first time, try it again next week. And then try it again the week after that. And by the 6th bottle, if you don't like it, don't buy it again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a trial and error with this stuff. It's like buying something new at the grocery store, and you don't know if you're going to like it. You got to try it at least once.
Of course. I mean, like me personally, I don't like a lot of sour beer, like a lot of kettle sours or any kind of fruity sour beer, because a lot of it's just overwhelming. Like if you're drinking a Warhead out of a can, the Warhead candy,
yeah,
it's overwhelming.
It's like me and Evan Williams eggnog. Ooh.
Right. We got stories about that too.
Oh yeah.
So just continue to listen. I'm sure we'll tell them.
Oh yeah, we had great times with that. I mean, when I first started off like drinking, I was more on the harder stuff, hard liquor and stuff, and we had beer occasionally, and finally we got it moved up. And, said, well, we're doing too hard. I mean, it was the Aristocrat vodka, Fireball, Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, Mad Dog.
I mean, we was playing cards with our buddies, having poker games and living the high life,
right?
As young college people,
right?
But moving on, I'm in my 30s now. Excuse me about that. But moving on, I'm 31 years old. I'm realizing, hey, that hardcore stuff ain't for me anymore. It's good for a cold, old time ribbony, but
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm up for whiskey every now and then, but it's a glass. It's not the bottle it used to be. We used to go through fifths like nothing.
Oh yeah, we used to go to the liquor store. God, they loved us when we walked in.
Well, of course, we'd get the handle.
We walk out with a kitchen sink and everything.
I was about to say, if anybody drinks liquor, they know what the handle is. It's the biggest you can get.
We've had some good times though. I mean, I remember one time we went to this party and they had a keg. Right. And nobody was drinking the keg. So me, our buddy Eichmeyer, and Brian here is like sitting in the house drinking the keg while everybody else is like drinking their own beer.
Yeah, we tapped out the keg, But, like me and Jerad discussed last time we were talking, we started on your normal beer, just what we could get. I think even Smirnoffs and stuff way back when, or Bacardis, the flavored Bacardi drinks, sort of like Smirnoffs.
Yeah. I remember we had Aristocrat, and then we had what was that other Smirnoff? We got that vodka.
Pinnacle. We had Pinnacle vodka, the flavored stuff. We used to mix it with Sprite years ago.
Oh man, good times.
Right, but like Jerad said, we're both in our 30s now, and we can't just be pounding that hard stuff over and over again, and we don't pound beer over and over again like we used to, or like some people do.
Oh no, you got to do it responsibly. I mean, it's made for responsible. It's not made to be out drinking every day.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
if you drink every day that ends in Y, you might have a problem. Because it's every day.
Yeah.
But like I said, with craft beer, it's designed to be sipped on. Maybe have one or two, but you're not going to finish the whole thing in one night.
Oh yeah. When I go to the store and I buy if I buy something like I think I have Corona Premiums.
Yeah.
I've had them. I'll sip on them time to time. I'll have a hard day at work. Understandable.
Oh, yeah. Everybody does.
Yeah, these craft beers, sometimes you can get them in 6-packs. Sometimes, majority of them come in like 4-packs, if I'm not mistaken.
A lot of them do. The higher alcohol content, they usually go with about 4-pack.
Yeah. So that's kind of beer, you want to, just mellow out, come back, get off at work, get the stress from work off of you.
Exactly.
That's the type of beer to drink and just sit back in the recliner, turn you on something you like to watch, and just watch time go by.
Right. And Usually if you're buying some craft beer and it comes in a 4-pack, you know that the alcohol content is probably pretty high. I mean, I bought this one beer one time from Founders Brewing Company. Again, fantastic. Drank everything they produce. It's all good. It's called Mass Agave, and it was aged in tequila barrels, and it tasted like margaritas. It tasted like a margarita beer. And in the summertime when it comes out, what else do you want laying around by the pool or in the pool or at the lake or wherever, at the beach? It was perfect. I mean, I was drinking a margarita without actually drinking a margarita.
Yeah, that sounds like I ain't had that one yet, and it's already my mouth is watering just listening to him talk about this. And I mean, there's a few beers. I sit here and I say I have Corona premiums and stuff, and it's a good beer. But nothing like these. And I love time to time coming in from work because I have a stressful job, a lot of pressure, and you come in, you got all that, and some people don't like to bring work home with them, but I'm the type of person work stays with me and stuff. I've worked ever since I was like 15 years old, and I always like to try to make work easier on other people too, and everything, and it's just one of those things. You come home and he's like, oh man, I got a beer. Yeah, I can relax. I can mow the yard. I can do this and, just be mellowed out.
Right. I mean, and if you do it responsibly, again, we're gonna preach that over and over again. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like you're getting drunk and riding down the road on your lawnmower, like you mentioned last episode.
God rest his soul,
yeah,
George Jones.
George Jones. But mainly, beer's a good thing. I think it is.
Oh yeah, there's nothing about beer, and again, drink responsibly. Make sure you're of age. Don't be doing no underage drinking. Because when you're that young, you got other stuff to worry about in life than going out to parties and getting drunk with your friends.
Right. I mean, like Jerad said, being in our 30s, we're in committed relationships now. Both of us is getting married again. We may have been married before, but now, we got the right ones, so.
Oh, yeah. It's I can tell you this, after my first divorce, it took on stressful, and, some people try to, counteract it with alcohol. They say
Right.
alcohol takes that pain.
Right.
And I can tell you right now, without my friends and family being here for me, there's nothing alcohol could have done anything for me,
Right. I mean, and I think that's what made us closer together, because we started hanging out right after, both of our divorces,
Oh, yeah. And we got the pool table and everything else.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got the pool table and hung a light, Michelob Ultra chandelier.
Oh, yeah. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony on that one.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Anthony, if you're listening, you the man. But, my main focus with this show, with this bonus episode, is just to talk about just our relationship with beer, how it's helped us every now and then. And people don't say beer helps people, but hell, it has us.
Oh yeah, it's changed my perspective. I mean, I've seen people take divorces hard, go off the wall, do something stupid. It's just crazy how people take the perspective of beer as a bad thing. But beer really ain't a bad thing, if you do it right and do it responsibly.
Exactly. That's the main thing,
And,
too much of anything is a bad thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm the type of guy, if I go to Dollar General and I see a bag of peanut butter M&Ms, yeah, I'm going to go ridiculous because, I'm a kind of a bigger guy. And,
yeah, but, peanut M&Ms ain't going to be that big of a impact,
Well, hey.
I mean, I guess it could be. Yeah. I mean, I know you, so maybe it could be.
But, there's a lot of things out there that's, the good but also bad. And,
right.
What I was trying to say is, no matter, people can bash beer, they can bash anything, but, everything out there is here for a reason, and, like beer, I believe, is here to, just make us a peace of mind and just mellow us out. And
right. I mean, we all need, we all have stressful days. Everybody does. It's just part of life. And, what helps me coming home is, I can talk to my fiance about my day and she makes me feel better. and I also have a beer. You know,
Oh,
now
yeah.
I'm not saying the beer is the ticket to being stress free. I think talking to your significant other or somebody close to you actually helps more. But, you know, it's nice to sit down and drink a beer and maybe watch a football game on a Monday night.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things. You know, I can come home from work, my girlfriend's cooking supper, or if she ain't cooking, I pick up something. I try to help her out all I can. I mean, I work 10 hours a day, and I work over an hour away from my house. So, you know, coming home and just sitting back and relax, you know, chilling. Me and her son go outside and we play, and I try to get him outside more, interacted outside and stuff. And you know,
Right.
beer's just one of those things. You know, hey, if I'm hurting, you know, I can drink, you know, sip on one, and it relaxes my muscles and puts me at ease. And I can go out there and, you know, me and him pass the football around and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you're right. I totally agree with you. I think I'm going to wrap up the show, Jared. I appreciate, again, you spending some time with me on Brews with Brian, Just a Sip, this bonus episode. So enjoy it. I hope everybody did. And like I said, we're going to wrap up this episode. And Jared, I'll talk to you next time. And I appreciate you being on again.
Oh yeah, anytime.
And everybody, just check out Brews with Brian every Monday at 7 a.m. You can get it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. And we'll see you next time.